Hello again, this is Jim Bradley. I teach math at the College of DuPage. Some of you may have watched an orientation YouTube discussion I prepared for this joint COD Lake Park initiative a while back. You were, and continue to be, the focus of our combined efforts. Today, I touch base with you again as together we move into the next phase of this program. First of all, let me congratulate you on your work thus far in ALEKS with some numbers. Over the past 6 weeks, over 125 Lake Park students invested over 600 hours in the ALEKS bootcamp phase and increased their mastery up to 25% on the target curriculum. Your preparation will serve you well in the next phase of the initiative. But the ALEKS bootcamp was much like baseball spring training. New skills are developed, old ones are refreshed, and the athletes achieve competitive levels of conditioning, all in preparation for the real baseball season. The real season, where the scores really matter and victories will be counted, begins today for you. Just like a baseball season, however, we embrace a process, not a single event. Just like a baseball team plays an entire season to determine who qualifies to play in a championship postseason, you will take a series of ALEKS PPL assessments which can ultimately qualify you for enrolling in college-level math. The first assessment is important, just like opening day is important, but baseball champions are not crowned on opening day. Neither is your position completely determined by the first ALEKS PPL assessment. The rules and playing fields will be familiar because the ALEKS PPL looks and feels much the same as ALEKS. Between assessments, your Lake Park math instructors and the COD math team staffing the online Google Hangouts stand ready to continue preparing you for the next assessment. I wish you well going forward. I close by introducing a highly respected COD colleague and friend, Cheryl Martin. Cheryl is both an engineer and an award-winning college math teacher with graduate and undergraduate educational credentials from Northwestern, Cornell, and MIT. She serves our students, including the one shown in this photo on the left, as the coordinator of the math assistance area at the College of DuPage. Her highly successful center annually provides over 30,000 student help sessions for physics, computer science, engineering, and mathematics, in person and over the Google Hangouts. Cheryl knows very well of what she speaks. Please give her your utmost attention.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Martin, and I'm the coordinator of math assistance at the College of DuPage. Soon you'll begin the math placement test process through the college. This video will give you some information about that process and how it works. If you're planning on going to college and want to earn college credits earlier and perhaps cheaper, and want to satisfy a college math requirement, the plan is to help you qualify to take a college-level math course through COD next year while you're still at Lake Park High School, earning college credit from the College of DuPage. Even if you're not planning on attending COD, most college-level math courses generally transfer well to other colleges. But first, you must earn a qualifying score on the COD math placement exam. COD uses a placement vehicle called ALEKS PPL for placement preparation and learning. ALEKS PPL consists of two parts, the placement test and a review module called the Prep and Learning module. This is an overview of the whole ALEKS PPL process. You'll get a total of 4 opportunities to take this math placement test. You'll take test number 1, then review in the Prep and Learning module, take test number 2 in December, take review again in the Prep and Learning module, then take test 3 in February, return to the Prep and Learning module, then take test 4 probably in March. The results for tests 2, 3, and 4 will be added to your permanent record at the College of DuPage. That will be the end of the process. All 4 tests will have similar processes. For Test 1, the score you earn on this will not count for placement. However, it's very important. It'll be very much like the initial knowledge check in the ALEX course you've been working on for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Its purpose is to assess exactly where you are. You'll get an idea of what score you would earn now, what skills and knowledge you've already mastered, and what you need to review and learn. Test 1 is used to develop your personal study plan in the Prep and Learning module, aimed at filling in gaps in your knowledge. To accomplish this purpose, you must take Test 1 seriously to complete it to the best of your ability. Take the test exactly as you would if it did count for placement. Use only the ALEX calculator, and don't get help from your teacher, the internet, or any other outside sources. There will be 25 to 30 questions on topics ranging from arithmetic through trigonometry. Expect to be asked some questions that you will not be able to do. The test is testing your limits. Answer each question to the best of your ability. Don't choose the "I don't know" option unless you have no idea how to do the problem. This test is adaptive. It decides what to ask next, depending on how you answered on the previous question. If you're answering questions incorrectly or skipping questions, the test will give easier questions, and vice versa. No two people will have the same questions. It typically takes between 60 and 90 minutes to take the test, but the test itself is not timed. So, how do we get to the test to take it? The directions I'll be giving you here are repeated in the handout you'll be getting. Enter www.cod.edu in your browser. Find the black rectangle below the white menu block on the left side of the page, as shown on the slide. It contains a link called Inside COD Student Portal. Click on this link. Next, sign in using your COD My Access username and password. After signing in, you'll be brought to a screen that says Inside COD at the top. Your page will not look exactly like this. This is the page that COD students see. Your page is specially designed for Lake Park High School students. Find the box with the heading Math Placement Tests. There should be a link for Lake Park High School students here. This link will take you to a page where you will set up your ALEX PPL account. One of the items you will have to enter is your ID number. Be sure to enter the 7-digit COD ID number you've been assigned. Now you're ready to begin Test 1. Be careful with your calculations. Take your time and work carefully. Use your scratch paper and check your work. Before you click on the Submit button, reread the question to be sure that you're answering what's being asked. Don't skip questions because you can't go back later. And once you click on Submit, you can't change your answer. After the test is over, you'll get your test results immediately. The number indicates your score and is represented by the shaded area of the ring. Note that your results page will not look exactly like this. This is an example from another school, so the courses are different. Click on the Next button to see a breakdown of how you scored on specific topics. This student scored very well in typical basic skills and beginning algebra topics, such as graphing lines and factoring. When this student starts working in the Prep and Learning module in ALEX PPL, these topics will be listed as mastered, and the student will not have to relearn them. However, in some typical intermediate algebra topics, such as relations and functions, the student knew some topics, but needs more work to complete that segment. This student can expect to see the 12 topics not mastered in the Prep and Learning module when he gets there. Does the student need to know trigonometry? That depends on the student. Trig is a higher level math skill that students not planning to take calculus eventually probably won't need. ALEKS gives students the choice of what level they want to prepare for. As a guideline, this slide shows the scores students need to earn in order to qualify for various math classes at COD. The course you're currently in corresponds to COD's Math 0482, so a student would have to have had a score of at least 30 on the placement test to qualify for it. In the score range of 46 or above, Math 1218 and 1220 are general education math courses that many students not planning to go further in math take in order to satisfy the math requirement for earning an associate's degree. In the score range of 55 or above, Math 1533 is finite mathematics, Math 1635 is elementary statistics. These courses also satisfy the associate's degree math requirement, but are higher level and more specific courses. Math 1431 is Pre-Calculus 1. If your score is at or above the level you need, it's still beneficial for you to spend some time in the Prep and Learning module to gain more experience with ALEKS and continue to sharpen your skills. If your score is not where you need to be, you can improve it with the Prep and Learning module. You'll have access to this P&L unit for a full 6 months. The sooner you start using the module and the more hours you put in on it, the more you can improve. The Prep and Learning module will also help reinforce what you're learning in your algebra course and may help you to earn a higher grade in it. Results from COD's first year using ALEKS PPL show that students who use the Prep and Learning module, on average, score 5 to 10 points higher than students who do not, although some students may improve their scores by 20 points or more. This is where you'll make a selection of what level you want to review in the Prep and Learning module. One level will be marked as recommended for you. This level is based on your test number 1 score. Select an appropriate level. Remember that a level too high or too low will not help you the most. We generally recommend selecting the recommended level or 1 level higher. However, since you're taking Algebra 2 while you're in the ALEKS PPL process, you will be making learning progress in the class as well as through ALEKS. So you may want to choose a higher level, such as Prep for College Algebra, for the student hoping to place in a general education math course, or Prep for Pre-Calculus, for the student who would like to place into finite mathematics or statistics. If you're not sure what's best, ask your teacher. Remember, the caution sign is there to remind you that once you choose a level for your Prep and Learning module, you will not be able to change it, so choose carefully. Once you've made a choice for your Prep and Learning module, you'll get a learning pie like this one, indicating what you've mastered by the colored areas and what you have left to learn by the gray areas. This module works exactly like the ALEKS course you've been taking for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Look at the gray rectangle on the lower left. This is a picture of a lock, and the last line says 3 hours 0 minutes, time remaining in Learning module. This is the minimum amount of time you have left to complete in the Prep and Learning module before you can take the next test. Although there is no required amount of time you must spend in the Prep and Learning module before you take the first proctored test, test number 2, you will be required to log in at least 3 hours and 0 minutes beyond what you did before test 2 in the Prep and Learning module before test number 3 will be unlocked. ALEKS keeps track of how much time you spend in the Prep and Learning module and displays how much remaining time you need to work in order to unlock the next test. Remember, Alex has been programmed to look for 3 hours. It will not accept 2 hours and 59 minutes. To unlock test number 4, you'll need to log an additional 5 hours in the Prep and Learning module. The highest of the 3 proctored tests, numbers 2, 3, or 4, will be your placement test score. Each score is valid for 1 year from the date that it was taken. If your score is high enough, it may qualify you to take a college-level math class your senior year at Lake Park High School. But regardless of your placement, working in ALEKS PPL can help you get a higher grade in your current math course and help you understand math better so that you will do better in your future math studies.